Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to work on an oven meal. The original recipe is for an air fryer. But I'm going to do it in the oven. So let's go ahead and get started. It's called Bang Bang Chicken. And it's going to be pretty simple. I've already got my rice cooked and I've set it aside and we're going to serve it over that. But right now we need to get our spices together and we need to get our sauce together, and then we can put it in the oven and do all the things. So the first thing you need to do is go ahead and get your spices together. We're going to need a teaspoon. We're going to need a teaspoon of garlic powder. We're going to need a teaspoon of onion powder, if I can get it out here. Teaspoon of onion powder, teaspoon of garlic powder, and a teaspoon of paprika, and a teaspoon of seasoned salt. And I always use Lowry's reduced sodium on that. All right. Now I'm only going to use 3 chicken breasts. I'm not going to double this recipe or anything. So if you're going to have more than that, you will probably have to double it. Okay, so let me move all these. And we're going to work on our sauce next. And I'm going to try to do it without any measuring. Alright, you're going to need some of this. Hopefully you can see that. That's one thing that you'll need, and some sriracha. We keep our sriracha on hand, so that's not really anything I had to go out and buy. And I think I made one other recipe with the sweet chili sauce. And I already had it on hand as well. Hold on, let me grab this. Okay. So you're going to need about a cup of mayo. So about a cup. And I'm going to put this on there. That was clean. So okay, we're going to need half a cup of this sweet chili sauce. So hopefully it's about a third, about half right there. All right. And 2 tablespoons of sriracha. So it's just real easy. We're just going to do 1 so it's not too spicy. I'm sorry if you hear my dishwasher. I paused it so I could film and it's trying to talk back to me. Alright. Now that I've got most of this mixed, I'm going to take my whisk. I'll finish getting it together. Okay. Real easy sauce. Now, you are going to put this on the chicken before you put it in the oven. But you're going to have to reserve, I think it was a couple tablespoons. So we need to do that. We need to reserve a couple tablespoons. And I need to clear everything away because I got to show you our next step. So give me another couple seconds. Okay, so the recipe calls for you to score these without cutting all the way through. So I'm just going to kind of, you're probably going to need a good sharp knife, and I'm not even sure this one's sharp enough. Yeah, it'll be all right. So I almost cut all the way through. Now, see how it'll kind of, some of them may go through all the way. But your main goal here, hear my dishwasher talking. The main goal here is to make sure that the sauce and the seasoning gets down in these cracks. So I just do it this way. And then I take it and kind of move it around and we go the opposite direction. Again, not cutting all the way through. Okay. Real careful and slow. Don't be in a hurry. Got this little piece over here. We come back through. We go the opposite way. And cut this little piece. So see? Not cutting all the way through. All right, now, hands are a mess. So you're going to take, and by the way, you need to preheat your oven to about 425 if you're gonna do this in the oven. If not, the air fryer directions will be in the video. I'm gonna try to link it below. All right, so we're gonna flip this over, and you don't even have to make sure that the seasoning gets it down into the cut part of the breast, just as long as your sauce does. Okay? Okay. Just trying to make sure I got all the edges. Okay. Set this aside, wash my hands again. All right, so before I put my sauce on there, I'm going to get my smaller baking dish out. I don't even know what size this is. I am not sure. It's, I'll show you. I wanted to spray it, make sure. It's this size, so it's not a, I can't think of it. 9 by 13, it's not, it's smaller. I guess probably half that size, maybe a 2-quart maybe. Let me grab a fork. All right, so we're going to take the side that we cut on. We're going to put it face, we're going to face that up. And I know you're sitting there going, you're going to overcrowd the pan. Well, these are going to shrink. You know they're going to shrink. So I'm not too terribly worried about it. Just as long as we get them coated really well, it'll be fine. Okay, see? They fit perfectly in there. We're going to move this away. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my sauce and I'm going to put over this because we got to put it in the oven. I'm not going to spread it out with this spoon. Get my brush. I can probably do it with this fork. Okay, let's put a little bit more for this middle one. All right. So you're gonna cook this 425 in the oven for about 25 minutes. And I'm gonna cover it with some foil because I don't want it to burn. So, okay. So if you're gonna do it in the oven, let's cover it with foil. Put it in there, 425, about 20-25 minutes. And then we're just gonna serve it over rice and it's done. All right, I'll see y'all back here in 25 minutes. Okay, y'all, so this is the finished product. I'm gonna put a little bit of the sauce on it that we reserved to put on top. There we go. And I'm gonna garnish it with some green onions. It cooked up really quick. I'm sure that was because it was chicken breast, but it's It's all done. I'm garnishing now with the green onion. Okay, y'all. Really simple. I like the ease of the recipe. Really simple and did not cost much at all to make because most of the ingredients I already had. Some of the ingredients that I keep on hand, the sriracha and the chili sauce, you should probably get those and keep those on hand, and you can stick them in your fridge. Chili sauce is something really good to use in Asian cooking. And the sriracha is good like on anything. We put on burgers, we put it on like to dip our fries in, anything. It's really good. It's spicy and kind of hot, but it's like an even heat. It's not like really bad hot sauce that's so hot you can't taste. So it's really good, and I love using it in recipes. It works out perfectly. But that's it for today, y'all. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to make something that you can do with your leftover barbecue just after any big summer holiday. Barbecue biscuit cups, and usually it takes about 4 ingredients for this. It'll take the meat, the sauce, the biscuits, the cheese, but I decided to get some barbecue beef that was already done up or prepared at the store, which you could use leftovers, is fine. And that kind of knocked me down to about 3 ingredients because it already had the sauce with it. So I took some jumbo biscuits and I cut them in half, and I tried my best to make some little cups out of them, and hopefully it'll all work out. Cut them in half. One, it's a, I think 16-ounce can of the jumbo biscuits or Grands biscuits, and you just take that and cut each one of them in half, so it'll make 16 pieces, and then you just can roll them out, or you can cut them horizontally. It's a little harder, but you could do that and make little cups. Let me make sure y'all can see. Cups in a muffin tin. So this is about a pound of meat and sauce. You're going to take about 3/4 of a cup of cheddar. Put a pinch more in there. You're going to stir it together. And this time I got barbecue beef, but you can get chicken or pork. It doesn't matter, you know, just whatever you can find. And like I said, you can mix your own up with some barbecue sauce and some meat, or you can get already prepared. Either one. You need to preheat your oven to 375. And then we need to go ahead and get started. Make sure you spray your muffin tin first before you put these in. And then it's only going to take just a few tablespoons of this. I want to just, and I do have some more biscuits left that I'm going to have to finish this up, but I'll do that off camera. Alright. And I'm going to definitely set this on a baking sheet when I put it in the oven. Let me get another spoon. Okay. That way if it overflows, it won't make a big mess in my oven. Hopefully I've got enough here. If not, I'm going to have to spread some of this out. Trying to see. Yeah. Well, the recipe does call for a little bit more than a pound, pound and a quarter, pound and a half. Probably because how much filling you're going to put in these. So I'm already getting to where I'm running out. So you're going to have to definitely maybe scale back. Tablespoon, maybe a small heaping tablespoon of meat per cup. And I'm going to take some of this out. I was going by the measurements in the recipe, but It's actually going to be a little bit too much. I'm going to take some of this out because I've got 4 more biscuits to make cups with, and I'm going to need some filling. Alright, y'all. So you're going to put this in the oven for about 14 to 16 minutes or until the cheese melts. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to put some cheese on the top to kind of help you judge there. Little barbecue cups. And I have a lot of stuff left over for Memorial Day. So we had our Memorial Day a day early, so I have a lot of stuff left over. And I'm just going to use that with this. Alright, let's see. Not the prettiest sight in the world, but it'll work. Get a little bit more out of this one. Okay. So, over the course of the recipe, you're supposed to use 1 1/4 cup of shredded cheddar, but we use 3/4 of a cup. Yeah, 3/4 of a cup mixed in, and then your other 1/2 cup you're gonna just use to sprinkle. And I suggest you get a little extra, just in case you overdo it. It's real easy to overdo it on this cheese, but it doesn't need much. Barbecue and cheddar always taste good together. All right, 15 minutes in a 375-degree oven. When the cheese is melted and the biscuits are done, you can take it out. I'll see you back here when it's finished. Okay, y'all, so they turned out great. Really easy, really simple. I was a little bit worried because I was worried that the biscuit, didn't cover enough in the muffin tin, but it did fine. And they came out really easy. Just make sure you spray your muffin tin really well. But they did great. I was really proud of them. Really simple. I mean, incredibly simple. And you can always change up different things. Take different cheeses and put in there. Maybe add some jalapenos or something if you wanted to do that. But they're going to be a great addition to your cookout. All right, make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time.